Hey, it's Colleen with Rope and Resellers. I'm here for a sales update of what I sold on eBay between November 12th and the 25th. Normally I do a week, but it was a holiday, so here's 2 weeks worth in 2018.
Quick reminder, this is for 2 weeks, and so what I'm going to show you is actually just 10 of the items that I thought were more interesting than some of the other ones. So first up is a Lesney Matchbox. If this had had the box and everything else, these can be worth up to $100. This one was in really nice condition, and I bought it in a bag with a bunch of other little Matchbox cars. Here's the bottom of what that looks like. Anyway, it sold for $30. Someone gave me an offer and I took it. I collected $32.66. It cost me 30 cents because there were a couple other things in that bag I paid $1 for. $6.90 in eBay, PayPal, and shipping fees for a total profit of $25.46, and it took 3 months to sell. Here is a leather jacket. It said Polizzi. It was a German motorcycle jacket, so it's used by the police in Germany. And this one guy kept offering me a bunch of low offers, like $30, $35. Come on, I'll give you 40. And I'm like, I'm not even going to entertain offers less than half. It hasn't been listed all that long. So anyway, finally someone paid. I flipped it over to free shipping just because it wasn't selling and I thought it should. So I decided to just keep it at 100 instead of putting it on sale. I did free shipping, and someone took the bait. So that I collected $199.99. I paid $10 for this at a Goodwill. Spent $20.57 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $69.42, but it only took 2 weeks to sell. Oh, and I did want to point out that I am using Sizely. This is actually, I think, a women's jacket. But yeah, I have some, I think I told you I'm going to get a trial. So I'm going to do a video later this week specifically on Sizely. I'm hoping to get that out on Thursday. Here's a J. Crew. There's the tag, men's quilted vest. It was in pristine condition. It sold for $39.99. I collected $46.84. I spent $1 on this out of the consignment store bag. $12.60 shipping and fees. Total profit $33.24. It took 2 weeks to sell. This was a really nice vest. My husband was kind of eyeing it, and I told him, sorry, it's worth too much. So he didn't get it. This is a cassette holder, like a little travel briefcase, cassette briefcase thing. I had heard that they do well. This one is not one of those that do particularly well, but I priced it pretty low, $12.50, and collected $20.65. I didn't pay anything for this, so there was no risk. It was free money. The shipping and fees on it were $11.29, so my total profit $9.36, and it took a month to sell. Not bad for the free bin. Vintage jacket. This thing was so cool. I don't know that you're ever going to find something this cool, actually. Anyway, it did take a long time to sell. It is a comfy down jacket, probably from the 70s. Has a metal zipper, has Western accents, so, you know, sort of like these little wavy lines in here, and then the pockets. So anyway, someone bought it like the moment I was leaving town. I got in my car, I drove up to pick up the kids from school on my way out of town, and it sold like as I was driving down the road. So I felt really bad. I contacted them and said, hey, I'm not going to be home for 10 days. And they were totally cool with it. So anyway, it sold for $39.99. I collected $49.14. I spent $1 on this at a thrift store. $14.92 shipping and fees, total profit $33.22. It took 20 months, so almost 2 years to sell, but it was still a really fun and funky jacket. Next was one of my dumpster dives at the dump. I have heard from several of you that that is not allowed at your dump. In fact, I mentioned something on my trip to California, And they were like, you can just go in the dumpster and take stuff out. And I'm like, yeah, it's taking it out of the landfill. It's Montana. It's great. But obviously that's not okay. They have like boxes where, or their bins, I guess you put them in and you aren't allowed anywhere near the stuff. So every place is different, but mine I still dearly love because I collected 4614. Didn't pay anything for it. 2014 in shipping and fees for a total profit of $26. It took a month to sell. And how's that for free? Snoopy mugs. I picked these up at an estate sale. I did pay up for these, but I knew that there was value in them. Somebody had offered me 60, I think, or something like that. I know it was way less than half. And I was just like, no. So I just left it up there, and it sold full price. I collected $135.33. I spent $20, so $5 per glass. But the key to these is having the whole set. So it was a complete set, and it's their Anchor Hawking milk glass. $20, yep, was what I paid. $26.94 shipping and fees for a total profit of $88.39, and it only took a month to sell. This is Irish fisherman sweater. So these are really great to pick up. They used to be worth a lot more. Now they're not as much. Certain brands are worth more than others. This was actually kind of a smaller size, a men's medium. Generally, the larger sizes do better. So it sold for $44.99. I collected $54.46. I spent $6 at an estate sale on this. $14.75 shipping and fees for a total profit of $33.71, and it took a month to sell. I do want to mention I did ship this pirate ship, which was another method that I have learned about, and it's really great because it saved me a few bucks, and I was able to, not on this one, but on the jacket actually, I was able to refund quite a bit. The shipping wasn't that much different, maybe 50 cents or something. If it's less than $1, I usually don't refund the people. But one of these, I used Pirate Ship, and it was great because I was able to refund some of the shipping to my customer. This is kind of one of the bigger things I sold this week. $149.99 for a sewing machine. It's a vintage one. It weighs a ton, like 25 pounds. It is a tank. But I know that Pete from Craigslist Hunter, he said he doesn't do sewing machines anymore, and I already had this list, and I was like, ruh-roh, because he said they don't ship super great. So we'll see. I packed the snot out of it and made sure nothing would move, but it's with styrofoam and peanuts, so, and it's also going FedEx, which I have a love-hate relationship with. I'll let you know if that one actually makes it to its place and it works. So I collected $171.98. Cost me $10 at a thrift store. The same one where I got the police jacket. $45.96 shipping and fees for a total profit of $116.02. It took a month to sell. So these old faffs, if they're metal, can be money. I think in better condition, these things pull in closer to 200, but this one didn't have any accessories. I tested it. It worked great. It has a foot pedal that's also key when you're finding sewing machines. They're not fun to ship, but they are good money. And the last thing, I'm going to show you that I sold $74.99 for a Wii bundle. I had this for a really long time, and it finally sold. And I collected $87.37. I spent $20 on this at a garage sale. $18.71 for shipping and fees. Total profit $48.66. It took a month to sell. Looking at the numbers, $760.86 for everything. Now remember, this is for 2 weeks. I think I sold 18 items over 2 weeks. $895.70 with shipping is what I collected. $75.30, mostly the Nintendo Wii, the Snoopy mugs, the police jacket, and the FAF. Almost all of those things that I spent more money on, I made close to $100, so it was worth it to pay up a little bit. $245.58 shipping and fees for a total profit of 2 weeks, $574.82. I had $75.15 on Amazon Merch, the t-shirt designing platform on Amazon. 15 shirts, 3 pop sockets, and 1 return on that for $75.15. Total profit for 2 weeks, $649.97.
So not a stellar week, but I was gone for a week. I was in California exploring where we might be moving to. We still don't know yet. It is so stinking expensive in that place. I just can't even get over like literally a house that is falling off a hill is $650,000. Like it needs a structural engineer falling off the hill. Anyway, so we were doing that for a week. The week before I was working on another project for a designer. I have not been giving eBay the attention it needs. I probably should be since it's the time of year that everybody makes a lot of money, but that's why we do eBay. Anyway, one thing that happened to me was that I got a listing pulled. It wasn't a Vero. It was, actually I have it right here. It is this. It's a vintage hairdryer, and there were like 12 of them up, and then I got this note from eBay saying, oh, there's no note on the cord that says if you drop this in a bathtub that you'll get electrocuted, so you can't sell it and please don't relist it. And I looked at it and all of them are gone. There were like 20 that had sold. Obviously I should have put it at a lower price because I had no idea. Now I'm going to be scared of vintage electronics. Usually I have no problem, and I looked to see if it had been recalled, and it wasn't. I think they just said, these aren't safe. We're not selling them anymore. We don't want to be responsible. Don't relist. So anyway, that happened to me this week, which is no big deal. I only had it listed for like $25. So now it'll just be our little our travel hair dryer. Because seriously, are you going to drop this into a bathtub? Aren't we past that? It's okay. So yeah, I'm going to do a video this week. I'm going to try to do tips and stuff like that instead of jabbering on, which I've already done. So I want to wish you guys a happy week. Look for that notification. Go ahead and click the bell. Click subscribe if you want. It doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions about tips or things you want me to explore. So like I said, I'm going to try to do a Sizely video how-to. And thanks for watching. Have a good week. So not a stellar week. Sorry, the roof is sliding and the dog freaks out. And Lolly, you goof.